Hello everyone and welcome back to my The General Hospital 24 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Monday, March 31st, 2025, focus on Jason feeling betrayed while Molly gets ruinous news. Jason and Sonny are on a charge to find out who caused the explosion in Sonny's extension and latterly caused his son Michael to suffer. During Friday's occasion, they tracked down Solanksy, trained their ordnance on him, and demanded that he give up the name of the person who hired him. Commodity goes terribly wrong because Monday's teasers suggest that Jason and Sonny's plans are baffled. What goes wrong, and does this mean they do find out who did the terrible deed? While Sonny and Jason experience failure, it's looking like Tracy may achieve success. When Drew feels betrayed, does someone suddenly ride by and save the Quartermaine tomb from being demolished? Away, Christina meddled with what she allowed. Was Ava's auto? Unfortunately for her, it was Ava's auto she tinkered with. It was Rick's. As a result, Rick driving Elizabeth home ended in disaster. This must be why Molly gets ruinous news on Monday. How poorly is her father hurt? The fact that this accident happened just when Molly and Christina made raids on repairing their relationship isn't good. Meanwhile, Kai confides in Trina. He and Drew had a meaning and crazy discussion, in which Drew offered to pay for surgery that could fix Kai's football injury. It's not a guarantee, but it does have Kai allowing about taking the Solon up on his offer. What advice will Trina give him? Eventually, Emma opens up to Anna. Grandmother and granddaughter are both at the Quartermaine tomb. Is that where they've their talk? And what does Emma need to confess? Willow Corinthos is drowning in drama this week. This woman's particular life is a hot mess, and the cracks are starting to show. Between Drew Quartermaine's messy family feud publishing the captions, Nina Reeves' pushy house-buying schemes, and the continuous battle to keep her fling with Drew alive, Willow is about ready to snap. Is remorse creeping in over cheating on Michael Corinthos and enkindling her family? Picture it: Willow is flipping through the Port Charles papers, and there's Drew, slugging it out with the Quartermaines like it's a daytime cleaner smackdown. She was obviously rattled, her sequestration flew out the window, and the chaos was suffocating her. Also there's Nina, swooping in with her checkbook, averring on buying Willow a house rather of shacking up with Drew. It's sweet, sure, but Willow is exhausted by all the meddling. And keeping her Drew love round? It's like bailing out a sinking boat with a tablespoon. Is this the breaking point where Willow starts stewing for the simpler days with Michael? We hope she reaches it sooner rather than latterly. Willow's heart is doing somersaults, and not the fun kind. Chasing that spark with Drew sounded like a dream, until it turned into an agony of implicit remorse. Leaving Michael, breaking up their little family with Wiley and Amelia and rolling the bones on Drew's charm might have been the worst call she's ever made. The Corinthos stability she dumped is looking potent cozy compared to the circus. Drew's baggage is piling up, and Nina's tyrannous help is pushing Willow to the edge. Could she start featuring of a do-over with Michael, or is her pride going to keep her wedged in this sinking boat with Drew? Still, poor Chuck might be signaling bye-bye to her and the Corinthos youngster soon. The constant drama could come a neon sign screaming, "Get out while you can." Will she laid up Wiley and Amelia and bolted out of city to escape the madness? If Willow has had enough. Is there any way a reunion could be on the table if Willow admits to Michael that she meddled up? But Drew won't go down readily, and Nina isn't about to let her son and grandchildren just walk down. Will Willow stay and fight, or snare her babies and run? Stella keeps her appointment at General Hospital to be visionary about having healthy feathers. Lucas Jones takes her through many really simple tests to make sure that she's okay. Speaking of visionary, that's what Felicia Scorpio is doing with Sasha Corbin when it comes to the baby that she's carrying. She has in the once tried to get Sasha to find out the father's medical history so that she has it for her child. Now Felicia suggests that Sasha leave no loopholes anywhere with the father, and to get everything in jotting. He has agreed to let Sasha raise the child alone now. But what if he changes his mind after the baby is born? Felicia explosively advised Sasha to solidify everything now so that there are no surprises latterly. After the two-part ways, Sasha calls Jason Morgan and leaves him a communication saying that they need to talk. Jordan isn't in agreement with Laura when it comes to Sonny. Isaiah Gannon and Jordan Ashford have returned to her place after a 5-a-far run, and she tells him about her converse with Ezra Boyle the day ahead. Read further, find out what happened on the last occasion of GH. Jordan tells Isaiah that he suggested that she should part herself from the mayor and her alliance with Sonny Corinthos. Ezra suggested that rather of backing Laura Collins, she should take a stiffer station on systematized crime and set herself up for a mayoral run of her own. Jordan admits that she thinks that Laura does have a eyeless spot when it comes to Sonny, and if they had just taken over his pier for the Esplanade, it would really have been the stylish position. She believes that if Sonny and Laura were musketeers, the outgrowth would have been much different. Jordan says that if she does come mayor in the future, there will be no room for Sonny in Port Charles. They're intruded by a knock on the door, and it's Brick. He's back in city and was wondering if Jordan would join him for regale. She tells him that she's seeing Isaiah, and Brick warns her about his family before leaving. Harrison Chase arrives home to find Brooke Lynn Quartermain finishing up some work. She tells him about Lulu Spencer quitting before in the day and condemning it on his pitfalls. Chase is unapologetic about hanging her and says that he's tired of her running her big mouth. BLQ doesn't want him using his emblem to hang people, but Chase has no problem having done it to cover her. They remain united in working through this delicate situation together. Elizabeth Baldwin arrives at Charlie's to find Lucky Spencer staying for her with a special regale, funk parm, straight from NYC. They memorize about their first trip to the megacity a million times agone. And how Lucky slept on the bottom of their hostel room. He tells Liz that he has reserved a flight to NYC for them and it includes a stay at that same hostel. She tells him that this time no bone will be sleeping on the bottom. Christina Corinthos hasn't been on good terms with her family, Molly Lansing Davis, for a long time, and is shocked to find her at the door. Molly tells her that she's floundering and really would like to have her family back again. The two aren't sure if they'll ever get along again, but they agree to try, beginning with takeout and pictures. While they're talking, Ava Jerome arrives to drop off Avery for Sonny and has to deal with Christina rather. Ava half grills her about Sonny's health and wonders out loud how his illness could conceivably affect their guardianship arrangement. Hell has officially firmed over in Port Charles because for the first time, perhaps ever, Rick Lansing and Alexis Davis are actually on the same runner. Diane Miller arrived at the office to find Alexis on the bottom trying to meditate. She explains that she has invited Rick over and wants to call an armistice for their son's sake. Shortly later, Rick arrives and incontinently apologizes for provoking Alexis every chance that he gets. He wants to call an armistice and to begin to be civil for Molly's sake. Alexis is stupefied and readily agrees. Molly arrives to find them both acting strangely calm, and Alexis tells her that they've decided to be civil from now on. Molly is happy and also tells her mama about her visit with Christina. Rick leaves and heads straight to Ava's. As he's telling her the happy news about the armistice, Christina starts pounding on the door and screaming at Ava that it's time to finish effects.